So, all right, students, welcome back. Welcome back to another amazing session, important session. General organic chemistry is very important, students, to understand the reaction mechanism, the intermediates through which the reaction proceeds. The stability of the intermediates is important. The charge on the intermediate is important. We will give you some lecture on that also. Formal charge on the atom is also important. The Lewis structure are also important in organic chemistry. Students who have a knowledge of Lewis electron dot structures, they will be able to do the reactions faster and will understand how the electron movement is taking place. What I am trying to say is that in organic reaction, student, electron movement will be there. Electrons will move. And how the electrons will move, how the bond will undergo fission. So we told you homolytic, hydrolytic fission, and after that you are generating some important intermediates,
Yes, sir.
and the stability of the intermediate is very important. If intermediate is not stable, student, then its life is very short. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, I am saying the stability of intermediate will decide the major products. That is why we are studying general organic chemistry and what type of attacking reagents will come and attack, where the attack will take place. And you have different functional groups, alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, amines. The question of the acidity and basicity is a very hot question for the CBFC papers. So electronic factors will be deciding such things like inductive effect, electromeric effect, resonance effect. Students, we will study about that also. We'll study about the hyperconjugation effect is very important, how it changes the stability of the carbocations, or when with alkyl group is attached to a double bond, student, why it becomes more stable. All these are questions which we are going to solve in general organic chemistry. And last time we have discussed with you the stability of the carbocations. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Tell me which carbocation is more stable, 3 degree, 2 degree, or 1 degree?
Sir, 3 degree tertiary is the most stable.
Tertiary is the most stable carbocation. So wherever it reaction in the reaction it can be formed, it will try to be formed in comparison to 1 degree or 2 degree. So when the reactions will proceed, the products which we will get will be decided by these intermediates. Another type of, you see, we told you is a carbanion, student, carbanion. Carbon and anion. Anion means negatively charged, students. When will it happen? Supposing I have, this is my bond, student. And if Z is an atom, Z is an atom, student, which can give electron and carbon can gain electron. When will it happen now? Tell me. When will this shift take place? This electron, when, under what condition it is going to shift? I have shown a complete arrow. That means 2 electrons are shifting to the carbon. Yes or no?
Sir, in case of heterolytic fission.
You are saying this is heterolytic fission. Now, which atoms will show this? One number. Okay. Which atom should be Z?
Sir, Z should be such an atom which should be less electronegative than C.
Okay, Z electronegativity, you are saying Z electronegativity is less than carbon.
Yes, sir.
What will be those elements now?
Sir, those can be alkyl groups.
This is already a R group now. What do you want to do with this? If I do R with R, then carbon and carbon, they have the same electronegativity. If you put a R group here, this is the same as carbon. So what is the difference in electronegativity? Nothing.
Yes, sir.
So think of something different. Which in the periodic table, which elements are electropositive, students?
Sir, metals.
Huh?
Metals.
Metals. Then that is what I wanted to tell you, that which are going to lose electrons, student. You are saying metals will lose electrons easily. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So where are the metals, students? You have sodium, you have potassium, you have
Magnesium.
magnesium, you have transition elements. Give me the name of few transition elements, students. So you can have copper,
Copper, zinc.
scandium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel. So copper, cadmium, zinc, all this. So what is the story? This will be used in organic chemistry. Do you know there will be reactions? There you have studied reaction in which these metals have been involved. Can you tell me a reaction in which magnesium was present? See, we are going to totally tell you all the organic chemistry revision will also take place once you are studying
Sir,
this.
In Grignard reagents, magnesium was
Grignard
present.
reagent is the most important question will be there, students. You said this is positive, this is negative, this is negative. Now this has become negative. Carbon has become negative. What do you call this as?
Carbon
Carbanion.
ion.
So this has given electron to this. Zinc also gives electron, magnesium also gives, sodium also gives Wurtz reaction and all that you have studied where sodium was used, student, potassium was used. So all these reactions will be there. So we can say that if this gives electron, then what you are going to form? H, H. There is a lone pair of electron. What will
Yes,
be the
sir.
formal charge on this? Z will become positive. What will be the formal
Positive.
charge? How do you calculate the formal charge, students?
Sir, the formula for formal charge is a valence electron minus lone pair of electron minus half into bond pair of electron.
We will discuss this in one separate topic also in the organic chemistry. This and thermal charge and electronegativity difference we are going to show you in one lecture. So what is the thermal charge? Then here just give me, tell me, calculate. Notebook should be used by student every time. Your notebook should be working. Energy is required. You should have energy all the time while you are studying, students. Your brain needs glucose and brain becomes active when you use it. I use it. So how many valence electrons are there in carbon? Tell me fast.
4,
Four. How many lone pair of electrons?
2. Lone pair is 2, yes,
How
sir.
many bond pairs?
6.
So how much is the answer?
Minus 1.
Minus one. So this is carrying a minus one charge, students. So here is a carbon ion. You see that that's what we are showing it by one negative charge. So this is a carbon ion, student, and this is a ionic reaction, or this is also called heteropolar or polar reactions. Which solvents will be it stable? What solvent it will be stable?
Sir, it will be non-polar solvents.
Non-polar. How?
Uh, what is a polar? Uh,
What do you
no,
study?
sir, it will be in polar only.
Like dissolves, like you heard about that.
Yes, sir.
The other
Yes, sir.
polar or ions will be stabilized by polar solvents. Can you name a polar solvent?
Sir, polar solvents are water.
Water is a protic polar solvent. Protic polar solvent. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Every word has a meaning in chemistry. I hope you understand with me. That's what
Yes,
we're
sir.
doing. I will try to cut everything. Everything I will decode so that you will know everything what I'm talking about. So that is the story. We know what we are doing, and you keep on interacting with me. Keep your energy level high. Okay, so you got the idea. These are the so much information I have given you. So ionic reaction we are expecting in highly polar solvent, and water is a protic polar solvent because water has HOH.
H plus. Yes, sir.
So there are other solvents also which could be polar. So here what is happening, students? Now the question which next comes to us, what will be the order of the stability, students? What will be the order of stability of carbon ion? You have how many types? I'm saying 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. Tell me which will be the most stable carbon ion, students.
Sir, out of 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree, 1 degree would be the most stable.
Why do you say like that?
So this is because in carbon ion we have alkyl groups, and uh, it so they will also exert plus I effect. So on that basis we can
What is
say,
the effect? Name the effect, student. All the time I tell
sir,
you.
inductive effect,
Which inductive effect is operating?
plus inductive effect, plus I effect.
Okay, that's what important. Important thing is that what we do in exam, student. Uh, Plus I effect of R group. You are saying R group has
Plus I
plus I
effect.
effect. So more the electron releasing, more the charge, less the stability.
Stability.
We told you stability is inversely proportional to
Charge.
charge. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
More the charge, less the stability. Less the charge, more the
More
stability.
the
Charge
stability.
distributed to different parts of the molecule. Charge is localized, less stability. Charge is delocalized, more stability.
More stability.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So here I have shown already, this is the bond line representation, students. This is my 1 degree, this is a 0 degree, 0 degree. Okay, I will say that 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. This is the order of the stability, students. With the effect is plus I. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. You got everything noted down?
Yes, sir.
All right. How many colored pens you have?
Sir, 4.
Okay. All right. All right. Students. Now here is something further. You see that the which is more stable among the benzyl or allyl carbon ions. Here I have drawn two carbon ions. Allyl. You know what is allyl, students?
Yes, sir.
Allyl. I always talk of allyl and benzyl. They are very important questions till you will study post graduation or go for any exam in life for chemistry. They'll always be talking of allyl and benzyl. Allyl and benzyl. They are important. So something is there when you have a double bond and a single bond, students. You have a double bond and a single bond. Then what is the result of that, student? If I have a negative charge here, then what will happen? What will happen? This can shift like this.
Yes, sir.
So what will happen then? SCH2
Resonance.
minus, then this becomes double bond, students. So one and two possibilities. What has happened? The negative charge
Resonance.
has got dispersed.
Yes,
What I
sir.
have done? This is called dispersion of
Dispersed.
certain words I use, students. They are important. Now you would have understood something more than chemistry from me. I am not taking only chemistry with you. I'm talking of life. Something is dispersed, student. When you have dispersed the charge, students, then it becomes more stable situation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we are dispersion of charge, student, dispersion of negative charge, dispersion of negative charge. If it is localized, students, then more reactive, more reactive. If it is delocalized, this is what you call as delocalization.
Localized.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is another one which I always talk of, benzyl, student. Benzyl is also a big group. It will be there in exam. This will be always there somewhere in the paper, student. Benzyl. So you know what is a benzyl group?
Yes, sir.
I'm talking of benzyl carbon ion, student. You can draw this in your notebook, students. Then what is happening? You have a negative, and you have this type of system is there: single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. So there is a what we call this system as single double, single double. What do you call this? These are called conjugated systems.
Okay.
And you will see wherever there is a conjugation, more stability is there. Now, what is the story here? What will happen, students? This negative charge will be staying on carbon or it can be dispersed.
Sir, it can be dispersed.
Dispersed. If it can be dispersed, then it will not stop there, students. Now we know what type of arrows to draw. Why do we draw arrows? Nobody knows. Now you know it so well what we are doing. Students are just cramming the things. Then what they will do in exam? They don't know what is the meaning of this arrow. Then what they will do? Who is explaining you? Anybody telling you in the school what is happening?
No, sir.
Then what you will know? Nothing. So now you see what is happening. And this can go further.
Yes, sir.
How many structures I can draw, students?
Sir, apart from those,
How many you have
we
drawn?
Sir, total I have drawn 4.
4. Where is the negative charge coming? Where the negative charge is coming, student?
Sir, on ortho and para positions.
So that is the important point to be noted, student. Ortho and para, they have high negative, they have more electron density. What you are saying? Electron density more. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So when we will study reactions, that will be there. Which type of reagents are going to attack here? Negative, positive ones. E
Positive. E plus.
So they are going to
Electrophiles.
attack at this point. Students, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
They will get attached here, attached at these points because these are the orthogonal position. So which is more stable, benzyl anion or allyl carbon ion?
Sir, benzyl anion is more stable.
So benzyl is more stable than allyl carbon ion. The reason you have been given that there are more possible structures for the
Resonating
benzyl
structures.
than for the allyl carbon ion. Question answered?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stability of these is asked in many papers. In competitions also, you will see a lot of ions where they will ask you the stability order, students. Okay. Got everything finished?
Yes, sir.
Noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to another type of situation where what other intermediates can be formed, students. You already know about free radicals. Organic chemistry already know, students, what are free radicals, students. What are free radicals? How they will be formed, students? I have 30 seconds for you.
Yes, sir. Free radicals are formed during homolytic fission.
First thing, homolytic fission. Even this question has been asked. See, questions are very small which are asked. Homolytic fission. Under what conditions? Important thing in organic chemistry, student, you realize are conditions. Every reaction, they write the conditions, right or not? If conditions
Yes,
are
sir.
changed, the reaction may not take place or something else may be formed.
Sir, homolytic fission takes place in the presence of energy. Energy in the form of sunlight like H nu should be given.
You are using light energy or heat energy to initiation step, which mean you have to produce the radicals, student. For example, if I have Cl student, then how it will break in the presence of light? Okay, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
The radicals, you can see that these free radical reactions are very fast reactions. Why they are fast, students?
Sir, these reactions are fast because this is a chain reaction.
Chain reaction. So there will be initiation, propagation,
Initiation and termination.
and termination. Always there will be 3 steps, students. Because these radicals are going to, there are so many of those molecules which are there. when you react to CH4 plus Cl2 students, you already know this reaction which we have done earlier students. So what will happen? So they will, if they have this Cl is hungry for an electron, and that what will happen? This will go like this hydrogen will go with this, and the result will be formation of this radicals. So Cl is produced. So the such type of propagation will continue, and then the last step will be termination. Like, so students, such things will happen.
Yes, sir.
So you can see that chain free radical actions are going to be very fast, students, and the question will be, um, under what conditions we are said. What do you mean by what type of solvent will be required, students?
Sir, it will require
Are any ions being produced here, students?
no, sir.
So it
It
is a
it is
non-polar.
non-polar.
So non-polar. This is also called homopolar. So you will need non-polar solvent, students. Can you give me the name of some non-polar solvents used in organic chemistry, students?
Sir, non-polar solvents.
Benzene,
The
you
benzene, then carbon tetrachloride CCl4.
CaCl3, benzene, tetrahydrofuran, all this. There are some more examples also. Now, what will be the stability order, students?
Sir, stability order will be. Sir, tertiary would be the most stable.
Okay, here we have shown you the stability order of the free radical, students. So when we will do the reaction and study the reaction, if such tertiary are going to be formed, they will be more stable, students. So you have noted down everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the interesting story coming about what is going to happen, students, in organic chemistry. There are two types of attacking reagent. Attack will take place, student. Attacking reagent is coming. Attacking reagent is coming. Now which attacking reagent will come and which will attack where? That is our question, students. Which attacking reagent is coming, where it will attack? So you have been told two types of reagents, students. Nucleophiles.
Yes, sir.
Nucleus loving. Tell me which will be nucleus loving
Negative.
or Lewis basis. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So nucleophiles, you can say that they are Lewis bases. They have lone pair of electrons which can they donate. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you already have some idea about them. If I write OH, students, but how many electrons are there? If oxygen can form two bonds, if one, then it has to be negative, student. Negative, you can find the formal charge on this. Lewis structure is very important. I told you we will give a class on that. We will study all this. You can see OH is getting this. Can give me name a few more. Nucleophiles which are used in organic chemistry a lot in the organic reactions. Halogens, how many? If it gains
Sir,
one electron, what will
halogens, then
X
you
minus
have
halide ion
uh,
we talk of.
halide, cyanide Cn minus.
And if you have water, what is the story of the water? How many electron pairs are there on the oxygen?
1, 2, 3, 4. So four electrons.
So it has two pairs of electrons in the oxygen, 2, 6. Oxygen, 6 electron in the valence shell, 6 electron in the valence shell, students. But you have seen this is H2O, you have seen OH minus, you have seen H3O plus also. If oxygen form 3 bond, it becomes positively charged. Interesting. So this is negative, this is positive, negative, positive. See the difference?
Yes, sir.
Single bond oxygen negative, if oxygen form 3 bond, it positive will show you that also. All this is an becoming interesting part of the chemistry. Now you started understanding the things, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is happening? And you just giving a reaction, what it means to you, what it means when I say this, what it means I say this, and why all this chemistry, that is the part of the chemistry. Learn chemistry, students, understand chemistry. So we are trying to decode the total chemistry for all the students. This will mean I have to work very hard to explain all these things to the students. I will have to study a lot to explain you all this. Simply finishing the course has no meaning. That notes are already with you. So, okay, if I write the alcohols, student, what it means? Oh, this is a ether. It
Ether.
also has.
So
If
Cn minus.
I have alcohol, it also has lone pair of electrons. You are saying Cn. Here also you are having electrons. This also has electrons. So when you can see here something very interesting. What is interesting? What is important in cyanide? Nitrile group. What do you see here? Living structure are very essential to learn, students. See, here you have two atoms which can act as nucleophile.
Yes, sir.
What do you call this as?
These are known as ambident nucleophiles.
Ambident. And important question for the paper students. Ambident nucleophiles. 10 times such questions are given in the paper. So we must be able to write the Levy structure, student. It helps you a lot, students. All this to be learned. याद करना नहीं है, रट्टेबाजी थोड़ी करेंगे हम, समझना है अमोनिया में क्या होगा, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन अमोनिया, स्टूडेंट्स. हम बताओ अमोनिया में क्या दिखा. नाइट्रोजन हैज गॉट व्हाट?
Lone pair of
लॉन
electrons.
पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. अब मैंने व्हाई डिड आई शो ये डार्क एज एंड डार्k edge is there and this dotted, what is the meaning of this? Solid edge.
So
And
this solid wedge is bond is coming towards the observer, and this dashed is going back into the
I
paper.
try to draw the three-dimensional picture, student. Everything I write has a meaning, and that's what I say. You have to learn and see, pay attention to what we're telling. Everything this is written has got some word. Every word has a meaning. Word has a life. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not chemistry. Everywhere, every word has a life, students. When a word is written, it has a life. So when I draw something, it has a complete meaning which we should be able to understand, students. And what is happening to this compound, students? How many? What is the? These are called sulfur thiols. Thiols, you know. Does sulfur has any electron pairs?
Mm.
Does sulfur has any electron pair, student? Yes or no? Which group is
Yes, sir.
sulfur? Okay. Which group is sulfur?
Sir, it doesn't have.
It doesn't have. What is the atomic number of sulfur?
Sir, it is 16. Atomic number.
What are the valence electrons of sulfur, student? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. What is that? Which group is this?
Sir, 16 group.
Huh?
Group 16.
16 group. That means there are 6 electrons in the valence shell of the sulfur. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium. How many? 6. How many are there? 2. And
Two,
how many are
four,
there gone, students?
1,
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir. Okay.
We should be able to draw the Lewis structure, students. I told you it will help us a lot in learning the organic chemistry is to be learned, student. Once we start writing all this, we know what will happen, how the reaction will proceed, because they are going to act as a attacking reagent. What type of attacking reagent talking about? Nucleophile.
Nucleophiles.
See how many examples we have been able to do it. Now I am coming to the electrophiles, students. Electrophiles, student. Okay. What will be the electrophile, students? So which are electron seeking, which we say E plus. Positive ions will be electrophiles, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I write CO2, student, is it electrophilic? Is there anything electrophilic in CO2, students?
Electrophilic in CO2. Yes, sir.
Which one is electrophilic? Electron dot structures, how many? How many?
And two non-electron. Sir, here carbon will be an electrophile because it will be electron deficient.
So what happens? This carbon, in many organic reaction, you have seen carbon attacking the benzene ring. Do you know a reaction in which we showed you this? So this is, you already know about these reactions. We will study more very soon. So what about this? If you have carbonyl compounds, what happens here? Carbonyl compound, students, what is happening? What is happening? Yes or no?
Minus. Yes, sir.
So what, carbon has become electrophilic? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So all this is in chemistry, which will be learned by us. Carbon has become electrophilic, student. You can see here. So all positive reagent, students. Here you can see alkyl halide. So all those groups which are positively charged or electron deficient, student, they will be electrophilic. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We have a list of all the students. They will be electrophilic. If I write student AlCl3, it is nucleophile or electrophile?
Sir, what? Which one?
AlCl3 is a electrophile or nucleophile?
Sir, AlCl3 will be
Is it
an electrophile.
electrophile? Why?
Sir, because in this AlCl3, sir, Al will have a positive charge because it will be electron deficient.
Where is the positive charge? Did we show any positive charge on AlCl3? Have I shown any positive charge on AlCl3?
But sir, it will be electron deficient now because air should have 8 electrons, but then after bonding also it has only 6.
How many electrons are there? Aluminium 6. How many? 8. It is short of one pair of electrons.
Yes, sir.
What do you call this as electron deficient, students? So it can accept a pair of electrons. What do you call this as Lewis acid? So all the Lewis acid students will be what? All the Lewis acids will be
Be electrophiles.
electrophiles. So here we see that H plus, NO2 plus, Cl plus, so many things will be there. They will act as electrophile. Student in the organic reaction will experience all that. Even Cl plus will be produced. NO2 plus will be produced. How they will be produced, that we will see in the organic reactions. And so electron rich species, electron deficient species, two types of species are going to be formed, student. Electron rich, electron deficient, as you can see in them. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Interesting thing, as I said, that there is a electron movement, students, in organic reactions. What is happening? Electron
Electron
movement is
movement
taking
in
place in the organic reactions. Now we have started understanding the mechanism of the reactions and how the electron shifts. We have used arrows to show the shifts of the electron. The movement of electron can be shown by the curved arrows, students. And what is happening? Supposing you have something like this. How many sigma bonds here?
Sir, here it will be 1 and 1. This is 1 and 1 pi.
Sigma bond doesn't move. Is it move? Yes or no?
No, no, sir.
The pi will shift
Pi will move.
and move. Then what will happen? This is moves to adjacent position.
Yes, sir.
You are getting this one, this double pi bond. Pi bond shifts to the adjacent position, students. Pi bond shifts. Not the sigma, because sigma bonds is attached firmly. It will need high energy, students. Pi bond shifts. Further important thing, students, this pi bond is nothing but two electrons. Two electrons. So if they can go like this, what will be the result of that, student? There is a pair of electrons, lone pair. So there is a shift, pi bond to electron. So pi bond becomes pair of electrons. What is this? Pair of electrons.
Electrons.
And third possibility, student, if you have a pair of electrons, what it can do? It can shift to either side. So what do you get then? This will become like this. This will become a pi bond. This will become a pi bond. So from atom, a pair of electrons, is becoming pi bond. So one thing is obvious, students. These are the lone pair of electrons and the pi electrons which are moving. Pi bond, or lone pair of electrons. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This will be used a lot in organic chemistry. In fact, we are already using in the reaction mechanism. We are already using this in the reaction mechanism, students. Okay. Got it? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Now we are telling you one very important effect which works in the organic chemistry. Electron displacement effects. Electron displacements. Electrons are moving, you are saying, and there will be displacement of the electrons. And how it will be displaced in covalent bonds. Covalent bond. If the covalent bond is formed by the two same atoms, will there be any displacement of electrons? Tell me. If you have two same atoms, is there going to be any displacement?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
If I represent something like this,
No, sir.
almost same electronegativity. But if I have something like this, students, now what will happen? Tell me. Cl is more electronegative.
Yes, sir. So it will
Then this will,
take the electron.
this is a pair of electrons, is a covalent bond, is a covalent bond, student. This electron is more likely to be displaced towards Cl. If Cl pulls this electron more strongly towards itself, it becomes negative.
Yes, sir.
Partial negative charge, this becomes partial positive. And once it becomes positive, it will pull this electron towards itself.
Electron.
Then this
It
will
be
become
double partial.
another partial positive, but much less than this. Now this is positive, but weaker positive than this. This will pull the electron from here. So we show it by deltas. 3 delta means lesser than this. And the effect diminishes as you move further. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All this shift of electron density towards more electronegative atom. What is happening, students? Shift of electron density towards
More electronegative atom.
more electronegative element in polar
Polar solvents. Polar covalent bonds.
is called inductive effect.
Okay.
This effect is important because there will be questions based on this. Inductive effect, students. Inductive effect. So we understand more electronegative element has a stronger tendency to pull electrons toward itself. And there is a separation of charges, student, positive and negative. The bond becomes polar. The bond becomes polar, and we show it by these arrows, as you can see. And the effect diminishes as you go farther from the center, which is attracting the electrons. This is a permanent effect, students. And it will always happen in a polar covalent bond. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Here we have shown it. Now the inductive effect is related to the ability of the substance to withdraw or donate the electron density. There are two types of group, students. What we are saying, substituents or atoms, which can withdraw, which are electron withdrawing, students, which are electron withdrawing. They are called minus I effect. Minus I
Effect.
okay?
Okay.
Minus I means they will draw the electrons. Which will be these group, student? Those which are highly electronegative. Which are electronegative? You have NO2 group, students, you know it is highly electronegative nitrogen. Cn, they will attract the electrons. COH, COOR, wherever there are electronegative groups, student, what they are doing? They are electron withdrawing groups, students. Halogens are
Yes, sir.
highly electronegative. They will withdraw the electrons. So these are some of the minus I, students, minus I effect. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
There will be another type of substituents, students, or atoms which are electron donating students. They will donate the electrons.
Okay.
So they will give the electrons, students give the electrons. They are going to electron donate the electrons. There are electron withdrawing, there are electron donating students. So what do you call this as? Plus I.
Plus I effect.
So if something is negative, what will happen? It will take the electron or give the electron. Negative means it is more negative, so it will try to give the electrons. It will try to give the electrons. And all the R groups, R groups, alkyl groups, they have plus I effect. Alkyl groups,
Okay.
alkyl group students have plus R effect. These are your methyl, ethyl. So these groups will give R plus I effect. Here I have given you a list of minus I and plus I. See that this is positive. Positive means it will attract the electron. NH3 plus, NO2, Cn, COH, they are attracting the electron, students. Minus I and plus I groups we have shown. This is negative, so it will repel the electron, negative. And tertiary, three I effects, two I effects, one methyl group like this. So here we have given you list of plus I and minus I effects. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And applications of this, you can see what is the story of this. What happens here? CH3I, CH3Br, students, CH3Cl. Which is more electronegative of the three? So what will become? The bond will become polar and they will have a dipole moment.
Okay.
And this is increasing, you can see. Because Cl is more electronegative than Br is more electronegative than I. Charge into distance, which we talk of. So we can see that the bonds become polar, students, whenever you have a highly electronegative element attached to a less electronegative element. This is an example of inductive effect. And further, you will see strengths of carboxylic acids. Very important effect, students. If I have C, Cl, 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 COOH, and if you have C, H, H, which will be stronger acid, students? Which is a stronger acid?
Sir, the Cl1.
This is stronger because of the minus I.
Minus I effect.
The conjugate base will be stabilized.
Stabilized.
We have studied this in the organic chemistry. Here we have given you examples of the students. How the plus I and minus effect changes the acidity of carboxylic acids. pKa values are given. Ka large means strong acid and pKa small means strong acid.
Strong base.
So such questions are given in the exam. The strength of acid depends upon the ease with which an acid ionizes to the proton, which will be decided by the stability of the conjugate bases, students. More stable the conjugate base, stronger the acid, and it will depend on the plus I or minus I effect of the groups attached to it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here is a list of students, the strength of the acids, as you can say. See, this is a stronger acid than this is stronger acid than this, because they are electron withdrawing group. So minus I effect. So acid strength is an important question, students, in the CBSE papers. Always one question will be there in the exam. This is a list of the order of the minus I effect. This is the strongest. CN, fluorine is a strong electron withdrawing. Cl, Br, I. So this is the order of the withdrawal, and CH3 groups are electron releasing, student, electron releasing. So we can compare the acidity of different carboxylic acid on the basis of plus I and plus minus I effect. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here we have compared the acidity and of different carboxylic acids. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Similarly, when I talk of the basicity of amines, students, important question is coming in papers every year. Why the amines are basic, students? Because they have lone pair of electrons.
Lone pair of
So
electrons.
if there are groups like this, which are electron releasing, generally I will say these amines will be more basic than ammonia. If I compare the basicity of these two, which will be more basic, this one or this? This is more basic or this?
Sir, this R1 will be more basic.
Which effect?
Sir, this will be plus I effect.
You have to write in the paper plus I effect, students, is important. Though when we will take aqueous solution, there will be other factors also, but if only inductive effect, if I consider, then this is more basic. Amines are more basic than ammonia. So inductive effect is important question paper, students, in organic chemistry. But I've shown two types of inductive effects and their applications also, students, and what type of questions are going to be there in your CBSE papers. Always one question will be there on this, one question will be this. Always, I'm saying. That means they are very important for your exams. Any doubt?
No, sir.
All right. The lecture ends here, students. I hope you liked the session and understood so many things about the general organic chemistry which we are talking about. If you have any doubt, you can ask question, and then thank you very much. I will meet you in my next class.
Thank you, sir.
Also be more important for your board papers. Okay, then bye bye and see you in the next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.